executive decision was made per a phone call to Teresa Calvin.
All right, typo.
Writing on July the 11th. The George Henry Wittenmyer Family Reunion will be held in Findlay, Ohio, every even number year, and in Boyne City, Michigan, every odd number year, thus giving all family members more fair travel and expenses. This decision will be ratified by the family members at the 2012 reunion. Respectively submitted, Rochelle Wittenmyer standing in for Teresa Calvin. And that, and this is the 62nd, would you say?
That was the 62nd.
This was, and so it's the 63rd now.
Can we have a motion to accept the minutes?
Yeah.
You can't move to accept your own minutes.
Oh,
We
Louise.
have,
I'll second.
okay. Motion accepted. Everybody in agreement?
With what?
Accepting
With the minutes?
I didn't know we had to
We're
accept.
not writing order.
Oh, Daniel.
It's been a while since I've been to one
Well, I
of these,
seconded
obviously.
it, Leanne.
The minutes, right?
Daniel
seconded it.
Louise?
Daniel,
The last
Yeah,
reunion.
Daniel seconded it.
you know what you
Seconded
it.
Seconded it.
What everybody was agreed upon.
I did it.
All in
That,
favor?
with the part in there about the even and odd years, we need to ratify that with the membership, with family membership. We want to have the reunion in Findlay on the even years and Boyne City on the odd years. And do we have discussion on it?
I think we keep having it in Michigan pretty much every year. Why don't we have it here next year again? We gotta catch up here.
True.
Did everybody hear?
Yeah,
Honey,
speak
stand
up,
and say
John.
it again.
Well, personally, I feel we've been having it in Michigan quite a few years in a row, and it's the first year in how many years we've had it Findlay. So,
I don't remember, but quite a few.
yeah, so we have some catching up to do. Maybe we should vote on it.
That's what it's here
That's
for,
true.
to vote on it.
That's true.
Well, what we are voting on is ratifying 2012, the even years to in the odd. That's what the vote
Rotate it
was.
back and forth. So 1 year there, 1 year here, 1 year there, 1
That's
year
what it was
here.
supposed to be
She,
before.
yeah,
though.
and
That's
she's
the best
saying
way
she
to
wants
do
to play catch-up. She'd like to see it
He'd
here
like
again
it to
next
stay
year,
in Findlay for a while.
for at least another year.
Well, I already rented the cabin up north because that's what I was told to do.
Okay. She rented a cabin for next year.
I wonder though,
They have to
since
do it a
we're-
year out up
since
there.
we're a year out, do you suppose?
If
we-
somebody wants to call and change it, I don't really care.
Okay. I was gonna say, maybe since we're still that far out, if we just tell him that it didn't happen.
Can you get the money back?
Oh,
We
I
haven't
haven't
given
paid it yet.
anything yet.
Oh.
Oh, well, that shouldn't be quite a problem.
To go.
Well, that's true, because he can't travel.
Yeah, I think that kind of trumps it. Bing is not able to travel at this point. If perhaps consideration would be to have it in Findlay
Agreed.
until,
And he's
et cetera.
one of the oldest, or is the oldest here. And his health will not allow him to travel. He doesn't even travel outside of Findlay.
And this is his favorite time of year. This is his Christmas.
Christmas in July.
Daniel's sitting right there, burning.
So then we'll open it up for nominations for next year's site. And Finley was already nominated. Any others? Finley?
Well, vote for both. I'll nominate Boyne and let him vote
Okay.
both ways.
All those for Finley, raise your hands.
Overwhelming.
That takes it. So it'll be back in
Overwhelming.
Finley again next year.
I have one more question. I noticed that they were trying to put it in Benton Ridge.
No, we won't, honey.
We
I'm
won't
mad at those
anymore.
people.
They
It won't
messed up.
happen.
Teresa, did you explain about that?
No, I have not.
Go ahead and do that.
Stand up
Okay.
and-
The reason that we are not in Benton Ridge is, we had, a year ago, when Rochelle called me and told me it was Finley, I called that very day to make sure that we had the shelter. We were told we could have it, and there was no problem. Yesterday afternoon at 11 o'clock, he calls me. I'm supposed to be there at noon to start cooking. He calls and says, oh, I'm sorry, there's no water or electricity. I don't know what you people are going to do. Well, anybody that knows me well knows that I'm the mouth of the family and I'm instantly mad.
Amen.
And so, if I could run him through the little holes in the phone, you know, and just finish through there, that would have been too nice. Yeah, the storm was 2 weeks ago. He had not bothered to go to the building to see, but yet, he had called Louise 3 times through the week for information. What day, what time, oh, I don't remember, could you confirm that? And then our family has Christmas and Thanksgiving there. So we had called and he'd called back to confirm it. Never once did he say there's any kind of problem. Not once. Until yesterday at 11 o'clock. Now, if you're renting somebody a building, don't you think you'd have known if you had a building to rent or not? So I was kind of perturbed. And somebody, because Mike went down and he was going to be my hands, and because he knew I'd be choking, so he thought he better go. He went down to talk to him, and he said they had cleaned out the refrigerator. And the refrigerator always had things in it, ketchup, mustard, ice, and he was there within 5 minutes of the phone call, so they knew. They had to know. So we will not go back there.
Besides that, it wouldn't hold this number.
Yeah, it would not have held all of it. I mean, it would have, but we'd have been sardines in a can. Yeah. With the kids, we wouldn't have had.
Wondering if we would have it at County Park like we used to.
We could, but the reason we don't, honey, the reason we have it in some place like this is because of the air conditioning. Because Howard, Uncle Amos, Uncle Big, yeah, it's air conditioned here, and the kids can play in the gym or out here on the playground. And there is Riverbend Park. There's a child walk from the backyard here into the park, so they don't even have to cross the street. So it's just kind of a nicer place for them to be, but it's right, but it's air conditioned for the old.
And these people here come through all the time when we.
Oh yeah, anytime. I called them
They
at the
are
last
just
minute
lovely.
yesterday and explained the situation, and the lady giggled and said, we're here. She said, come on in.
Two to my
So
son
within a
and
matter
my
of
foster
2 minutes,
daughter.
we were
They get us
already
in
in the
here.
kitchen. Thank God, because I told the guy in Benton Ridge, while I'm mad and screaming, I have people holed up in hotels. We put it out on the World Wide Web. He says, well, can't you contact them? Heck no, I didn't know who to contact, who was coming, who wasn't coming. There was no way for me to get a hold of anybody at that late date. So I was.
What about having it here next year?
They have already told me it's fine.
I'll make a motion to have it here.
Is that what everybody wants to do?
Show of hands.
Show of hands.
Motion carried.
It doesn't show up on the GPS?
Hey people, I just think that we should give Teresa a big hand because she really was upset.
Okay, we have election of officers. Nominations.
I make a motion, we just keep what we got. Let me go with that.
Second.
Second motion.
Second, third, fourth.
There's a motion to leave everything the way it is. Should we have a
10-4.
vote?
A vote?
Everybody
Aye.
in favor?
Aye.
Anybody would like to change it?
Too late.
What are
Hey,
you
Chris.
changing?
Chris, what's going on down there?
I'm just like my dad, the woman's the boss.
Now, son.
I shaved, didn't I?
I was
Yep.
gonna say, I was surprised I wasn't an attaboy, but,
Do we have any visitors that haven't been here before? Can you stand and identify yourselves and tell who you're affiliated with?
My name is Larry Reed.
Honey, you were a long time ago.
I can't hear you, Larry.
Repeat, please. Seriously, honey, repeat.
My name is Larry Reed. My girlfriend is over here.
No, thank you. It's nice to have you.
Who are you related family-wise?
My mom is right over
Hey,
there.
that's me.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ron Nagley. This is my wife, Juna. My youngest son, Brandon. She's the daughter of Harold and Barb Thomason.
She's
And
the
I've been to a
Barb.
couple Finley things, but I don't think I've ever been to this one.
No.
Okay?
Thank you.
No.
Nice to have you.
Yes, young man.
Go ahead, sir.
Larry Whitaker. This is my wife. This is my son.
And who is your wife?
Michelle. Michelle Whitaker.
Before she was a Whitaker, she was,
Shepherd.
okay. And mom and
This is
dad
my
are?
granddaughter.
Patricia and Bill.
And the little one is?
You all good? Welcome.
Daniel, I think.
Welcome to everyone.
Not been here before, have you?
No.
Okay, you are?
I'm Daniel Chadrone. I'm Louise's husband. That's Mike and Teresa's daughter, and Pat and Bing's granddaughter.
Great job, Clark.
Thanks, Uncle Ed. And I have a son, John the Baptist.
That's my baby boy.
John, stand up.
How you doing, Jen?
Oh.
Yay!
Do we have any births since last reunion?
I have a new 2-month-old granddaughter. Born May 9th. Almost as big as 4 months.
How about any deaths since the last reunion?
My mom, Minnie Happy.
Nope.
Leroy Nelson. Can anybody think of anyone else? Hey. Oh, that's right. He's known us. You're right. You're right.
This school is a nice place to stay, nice place for us to meet. And they only ask for a donation, so we're asking for what you feel is a good donation. Is that-
We would like to give them at least what we would give in Petoskey. And since it was a 2-day event, maybe a little more.
What's that?
$100.
How much you got?
No, we do 100.
Pardon?
It's 100 in points.
Yeah, but since it's the school, and they really only want a donation, and it goes for the handicapped children, not for anything else, we figured we'd like to give them close to 200. Yeah.
Can we afford to do that?
Not unless people get busy and vote on the auction.
On the auction?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, right now,
That's
we
our
have
only
in the
fund.
bank $427.32.
Yeah, but Jody,
I said we beat it out of
Yes, everybody, so you know, this video will be on YouTube.
Blackmail for the rest of your life. Thanks, Clark.
Do we have a discussion on what we think is a good donation?
I'd say 150.
That's good.
What's that? What's up for auction first? Okay. You wanna do that and then vote on it? See what we bring in and then talk
Well,
about
why
it?
don't I, if,
Just kind of leave it open-ended?
leave it open to you to figure out
Okay.
what to do.
Okay. Everybody okay with that? Yep.
There's a woman on the back wall back in there, she wasn't recognized while we were first time visiting.
Did we miss somebody?
Oh, yeah, I was sitting here. I'm Valerie Walters, this is my husband Matt Walters.
Matt?
I'm just gonna introduce the whole family. This is Eric Campbell, his fiance Nakaya. This is my sister Jessica Campbell. My brother Roger Campbell Jr., his girlfriend Ashley Hayes. And we are the son and daughters of Sean Hamlin and Emma Hamlin, our grandmother.
Nice to have you with us.
And all the little kids that were running around are ours outside.
Thank you. We miss anybody else?
With that, that concludes our business meeting. Do we have a motion to adjourn the meeting? We have a motion. We have it seconded. Meeting is adjourned.
Henry.